I have two videos to show you that really do paint the picture, show you the reality on the ground about Donald Trump's most diehard fans, his supporters. You often see people call into question why no one defaces their property, their cars, their home, their garage, their fence, whatever, in Biden propaganda. That no one's having boat parades with giant Biden flags capsizing their boats. And people say, well, Biden doesn't have any support. There's no massive Biden parades. There's not a cult gathering at every Biden rally or campaign event. No one loves Biden. No one's going to vote for Biden because he doesn't have a cult. That's not the standard. That's a weird new thing in American politics. I lamented back in 2016 after Donald Trump won the presidency that there's going to be a whole new generation coming up who didn't really pay attention to politics because of their age. Because let's say you're just turning 18 when Donald Trump took the presidency, and then by the time he gets out of it, you're like 22 years old. So really, your whole time of coming to age, paying attention to American politics was with Donald Trump at the helm. So you kind of think this is normal. And that's dangerous because it's not normal. And so these same people will see the cult surrounding Donald Trump and think, well, that's standard. And it's weird that there's not a cult surrounding Joe Biden, when it's the opposite that is true. So I want to play these two clips of people gathering outside the courthouse, which Donald Trump says isn't happening and laments that there's not an army of MAGA people out there, that there's no one for 3 blocks or something. It's all locked down. It's all a lie because not enough Trump supporters have showed up. But I have two clips. One I played a brief moment of yesterday, but I'm going to play the full clip here. And it's first these ladies who are literally wailing and crying and praying out to God Almighty to save Donald Trump. They are lamenting what is taking place with Donald Trump, not putting blame on the man himself, not attaching some kind of accountability to the man. For them, this is an outrage. This is an injustice. This is a travesty, what's taking place. And the only way to correct it is to make an appeal to God. That's the only way to correct this in righteous injustice. Is in righteous a word? There's probably another word for it. Here's that clip. And then we're going to play the QAnon shaman cosplay with them burning sage or something to try to clear the air to make room for Donald Trump's acquittal in this matter. It's all very weird. Here are the praying ladies.
Jesus the Lord.
God, thank you. Bible, only Bible. We need you. You need your help, God. We need your help. Thank you.
It's a cult, 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 and oh, have you heard? It's a cult. Bizarre, to say the least. Crying, wailing, calling out, clutching the Trump flag, dabbing tears that I couldn't even see, dabbing tears away with the Trump flag. That's weird. It's alarming. It's not just weird, like, oh, that's weird. It's alarming that there are people who are dedicating time out of their lives to get emotionally dysregulated for Donald Trump, in service to Donald Trump. Here is maybe more bizarre. These dudes who dressed up like the QAnon shaman goofball Jacob Chansley and did their their meditation and their burning of sage and trying to be in unison. It's all very, very weird, very alarming. I wish I had better words. I guess I'm just not that smart. Watch this.
And on the count of 3, let's shout America. Ready? 1, 2, and stand up. 1, 2, 3. America! Yes. Thank you for participating in this ceremony with us. To America, you guys are all blessed.
Pictures. Demonic ritual. Demonic ritual. The horns.
We are doing this to spread good vibrations to the crooked justice system. Okay? Free Donald Trump! Free Donald Trump!
What in the holy hell is that? I mean, had you seen this a few years ago, pre-Trump, you would have thought, nah. This is performance art. This isn't real. This is someone making a statement about these people. This is just a joke. And it's not. How many times have you witnessed those comedians, very funny, very talented, very capable guys with the good liars, approach people at Trump rallies, and they're talking to people like this? How many times have you seen Jordan Klepper from The Daily Show approach these people and talk to them? They're real. They're in it for real reasons. In their minds, it's like a real thing that they're doing. Donald Trump opened up an alternate universe for these people to exist in. People who believe JFK Jr. is coming back from the dead or was never dead, and he's going to be Donald Trump's running mate. I mean, there's a network of these people enough that they show up en masse. They travel for Donald Trump because it's a cult, a dangerous cult. It was years ago when the FBI warned about the domestic terror threat that QAnon posed. And here we are. We've witnessed the violence at the hands of QAnon adherents. We witnessed the QAnon flags flying out during the insurrection. We've seen the QAnon signs and flags at the rallies. We've seen Donald Trump play the QAnon theme at rallies. He's leaning into it. He's giving them just enough to hang on, to believe that it's true, to try to continue the support so he can get into office, so he can pardon himself. That's it. And we have a Supreme Court where it's very likely that he'll be able to pardon himself based on some wacky ruling that they come to. With Supreme Court justices flying insurrection flags, not only at their home, but at their vacation home. We have wives of Supreme Court justices taking part in the Stop the Steal rally at the Ellipse, ducking out just before the violence started. This is the America we live in today, with the weird cult supporting the weird cult leader. Let's talk about it in the comments. I'd love to have your opinion on this. Commenting helps to juice up the algorithm, game the algorithm, have them suggest my content to new viewers. I would appreciate it very much. That would be great. You can also call, though. Leave me a voicemail. Don't leave a series of voicemails, please. If you get cut off, that was your time. You have 3 minutes. That's it. If you can leave a fewer than 3-minute voicemail, that would be ideal. 714-576-4054. Of course, you can email me, as always, daily at dollemore.com. You can make those as long as you want. If you want to help support this work, I would appreciate it. You can click the join button below, become a channel member for $2 a month. You can go to my Patreon page, patreon.com/IDoubtItPodcast. Follow me on social media. I got all kinds. It's a to-do list for you. A honey-do list. Follow me on social media. I'm at Dollemore. I'd love to see you there. And honey, be genuine and take care of one another.